in Sedona Yoga. This is your MSN Flow 3. MSM stands for movement, stretch, and meditation. I've designed this program to make yoga and movement accessible to everybody, including those with disabilities like myself and my partner. I was reading an online yoga forum and I was finding that many people were saying, we're told as members of the disability community to do yoga, but then you see these videos with instructors, admittedly like myself, I have made this mistake, who have been teaching for years and years and years, and of course we're going to have a little bit more flexibility, but if you're just getting started, you can feel very frustrated, you can feel upset with yourself, and you shouldn't. Yoga is for everybody. So this love is to share with you all. Let's bring those feet in. The mobility part, let's just lasso. Imagine you're a cowboy out here with me in the wild, wild west. And take that the other way. We're getting that synovial fluid flowing to your joints so that when you start to stretch, you can move more freely. Let's take that on the other side. Just like Ride 'em Cowboy. Here you go. Getting that shoulder mobility going. And we're going to do a little standing cat-cow variation here. So go ahead and bring your hands right to your thighs. Inhale, lift that chest. Exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. So good if you have ankylosing spondylitis, degenerative disc disease, fibromyalgia. Let's roll all the way up. Keeps that spine moving. Let's go into some Tai Chi twists, nice and gentle. Just shifting from side to side, letting the arms swing freely, opening up that spine. And moving down to your hips, hands to your waist, and just circle out those hips. One of the biggest, most complex joints in your body. And the other way, let's lube it up. And little balance challenge now. Go ahead and lift one leg and just kind of work that knee around a little bit. And the other way. And then point and flex your foot. And release that down. Grab the other side. And if you fall out, you know what? It's okay. Just laugh it off. You are one of many yogis, my friend, who have fallen out of a pose. Do not stress. And just flex and point that foot. And release. Let's come into our forward fold. Come to the front of your mat. Lift yourself up nice and tall. And really take a second to elongate your spine here. I wish you could feel the sunlight on my face. It feels so good. And just start walking yourself real gently down your legs here, coming into your forward fold, holding wherever you're comfortable. Might be here or here. If you can get your hands down, that's fantastic. If that's not happening for you today, it's okay. Remember, growth comes with time. Be very gentle with your practice. Take one more breath here for me, please. And as you exhale, roll it on up. Take those hands up overhead. And one more time, dive it down, this time adding on. Place your hands on the earth And very gently, we're just going to step it back into your plank pose, top of your push-up position. Now, if you want to take your knees down before we chaturanga, that's fine. I also want to show you a little hint. If you press forward and just kind of shoot those arms out, your shoulders out over your elbows kind of start to bend. So use that force to lower yourself ever so gently. Come into a little baby cobra or sphinx here. Take a second to look over both shoulders. A little neck flexibility. Outstanding work. And then bring your hands down here, tuck your toes, press yourself up and back, spread your knees wide. We're just going to come into a child's pose here. And we're just going to take one nice deep breath in your child's pose. So inhale. And exhale. And then come on up to all fours. Let's take a cat-cow series while we're here. Inhaling that spine as you go into cow, rounding up into cat as you exhale. Moving with the breath here, make it very fluid. And exhaling. Inhaling as you look up. Exhaling. So I'll tell you, as I was designing this MSN series, I was thinking about exercise physiology. I was a little bit fortunate when I first became disabled. Let's come to a neutral spine. Let's work on strengthening our spine just a bit with a little balance. Take your left arm out and your right leg and just come into a bird dog hold. We're just kind of strengthening those erector spinae muscles, the tiny ones that line your spine. Bring it in and extend. 2 more just like that. And extend. 1 more. And extend. Let's take that on the other side. Starting with that nice extension, right arm and left leg this time. Try to make it nice and straight. And then take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. And I've been doing yoga and many forms of fitness for many years, which was my advantage when I got sick. Let's just turn this around. So I had to kind of go back to my roots and think about how to make it accessible for everyone. Go ahead and bend that right knee in. We're going to go into a gentle twist. Your first option is to take your right hand behind you here. Use that to support your spine. And just real easy, take your hand and twist here. If you're a little more advanced, you can take your elbow and use that pressure. If you're feeling super advanced, you can cross that leg and extend the arm to get a little deeper. And the funny thing about yoga, and I'll tell you this, you guys, is that you do grow when you're not expecting it. There's a terrific book called The Growth Mindset. And I cannot remember the psychologist's name, but I will find it and I will drop the link right into the chat here. Let's take this on the other side. Remember, your first option is right here, or the elbow, or here. And basically, she studied 2 groups of children and who were doing very hard tasks. And one group gave up when it got hard. And the other group really enjoyed the challenges because they thought, why would I want to do something I'm already proficient at? And it's a fascinating study. It really will change your life. I strongly encourage. I believe the psychologist's name is Carol Dweck, but please don't quote me on it. I will drop the link in the comments. But think about that as you go into your yoga practice. Let's go ahead and let's go into a little bit of a supported bridge here. We're going to go down really gently on your spine. You can support yourself right here behind your thighs. Roll yourself down. Walk your feet in. And we're going to go into a supported bridge. Now I have my blocks here today. If you have a block, go ahead and grab it. Your first level, if you're just starting out, you can have it this way. You might even be right here. If you can go up a little higher, wedge that block underneath you, and let's just hold it here for 3 nice deep breaths. It's a great pose to do if getting into a back bend is too complicated, or it's one of those days where it's just not happening. I'll tell you my little growth mindset story. I was so determined to do a back bend again. I hadn't practiced yoga for years before getting relicensed and getting back into it, and I could no longer do a back bend, so I practiced and practiced. I used my living room chairs and my ottoman. I'm bending over the ottoman, and it was the craziest thing. One day I was just able to do it again. So be like that with your body. Be patient in your yoga practice. Know that the changes will come in time. Trust that they will. Trust the process. Let's take that strap, wrap it around your leg, extend your other leg out, and just use that strap to leverage, to pull that in a little bit closer to your chest here. You might want to place one hand on the other thigh as we extend that leg out to the side. Feels good. And keeping that hip down as you stretch that leg out. Move with your breath, wiggle around, make it feel healing for you, please. You can do these MSM workouts at the end of the day as you prepare to get into bed. Let's take that onto your side here. Just grab a hold of that ankle, or if you want to still use the strap, that's fine. Let's get a nice quadricep stretch here on that side. One more breath. And release. Let's get that on the other side. Gently roll back. Grab that strap if you have it handy. If you don't and you just want to use your hands, that's also fine. Pull that leg back and get a nice stretch in that hamstring. If you want to walk your way up, you can, and deepen the stretch. Play with it. Make it your own. And I'll tell you, no 2 days of my practice are ever the same, and no 2 days of your practice should ever be the same either. Every day is a new opportunity to get to know and love your body. Make this your self-care. You deserve it. Everyone needs 30 minutes to unwind, ease chronic pain, relax from the stress of the day. Your mind and your body all work together as one. Make it work for you. And let's just get that side stretch on the other side. Grabbing that ankle, give that quadricep a nice stretch. And come on up to a nice, easy Sukhasana seated position. We're going to go into Matriasana. So just take that top leg, cross it over, Sit nice and tall. Your first option, again, is to take the twist like this. If you can wrap around, that's fine. Or if you just want to be here, maybe bring your hand across the chest. Play with that twist, easing any tension in your spine. And release that forward. Uncross those legs. Bring the other one out in front. And then just cross that over to get the other side. Twist and look behind you. And release. Come into a kneeling position. We're going to do a little eagle arms and stretch out our upper back. So take your left arm, wrap it around your right, bring your palms together. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see here. Lift up and you'll feel those shoulder blades start to expand. If your upper back is tight from hunching over your desk all day, this is a great one to relieve that pressure. You can even bow down and get a little deeper. And come on up. Let's just get that on the other side. So right arm goes under left. Lift tall, expand that back. And then go ahead and lean forward. One more breath, and as you exhale, come up out of this one and uncross those arms. Bring those legs around. Let's do one Paschimottanasana before we go down. So bring those hands overhead. If you want to grab a strap, wrap it around your feet. Pull yourself closer. You have that option. If you're able to reach out and grab your toes, you can. If you just want to let your arms relax here, that's also fine. If you want to wrap the hands, whatever your body tells you, hey, this is the stretch I need to do. This is the variation that will make me feel good. Listen to it. Honor it. You spend all day giving of yourself to others. Now is your time to heal your body with a little self-care. Just give me 2 more nice deep breaths here. Please inhale. If you want to let your head relax, you can. I'm always afraid I'll bump my microphone and lose you guys, so. But feel free to let that head rest down. You can even take a block here. And you can place it this way. You can place it this way. Make it work for you. One more breath. And ever so gently release. Come forward. We're going to gently take it back down to a supine position. Take your left leg, cross it over your right. You might already be feeling enough of a stretch in your hips here. If you are, that's fine. If you can, reach through those legs coming into a seated pigeon. And just hold this stretch here for 3 to 4 nice deep breaths. There's different ways you can put the hands. Again, you can be here. You can have the hands on top of the knee. I find that puts a little too much pressure on my knee. I like them behind, but do what works for you. Give me 2 more breaths here. And relax that foot down, but keep it crossed. All you're going to do is keep that leg or that foot on top of the knee and come to the side and then take your arms out to the other side. You'll really feel this if you're like me, stretching up and along that ITB band. It runs down your iliotibial band down to your knee. A lot of times that band of connective tissue can get very tight, cause a lot of hip and knee pain. Take a few minutes, do this stretch, open it up. Let's come back to center. Let's get that on the other side. Reach underneath and pull back. Or again, if you want to just stay there, or you want to wrap this way, listen to that beautiful body of yours. Heal it with your breath. Heal it with your gentle movement. And when you're ready, ever so gently, keeping that foot on top of that knee, just press it to the side. Ooh, you'll really feel that stretch, and then just open up. It feels amazing to do this in the sun. I encourage you to visualize that you're right here with me. Kind of feel like a lizard here, sunning myself on the rock. Let's bring everything in and prepare for your final meditation. Pull yourself into a ball, tighten everything, tight, tight, tight. Clench your fists, curl your toes. And as you relax, unfold. Let your body relax in Shavasana. Grab your pillows, your blankets. Please make yourself comfortable if you'll be joining us for the closing meditation. Relax now in your Shavasana pose, taking a few moments to arrange your blankets and pillows however you need to ensure your maximum comfort. Even if you plan to continue your day after our practice here, it always feels comfortable to cover up and protect that Agni heat that you produce during the workout. If you plan on drifting off to sleep, get yourself cozy. Maybe you're not in Shavasana at all. Maybe you roll over to one side or take a different sleeping position, and that's okay for this meditation. Make it your own as you begin drawing your awareness into your breath, starting to elongate your exhales and making them even longer than your deep inhalations. As you breathe in, imagine that white light and healing oxygen filling your body like a balloon, flowing all the way down to your tips of your fingers and your toes. You might even feel a slight tingling sensation as you do. And then as if your body were coated with black soot, as you exhale, imagine blowing away any last bit of stress, negativity, muscular tension that often leads to cramps and spasms that cause so much of our pain. Exhale it out, surrender it up to the universe, feeling 100% supported by the earth beneath you, letting every muscle fiber relax and melt into it just like butter. Breathing in deeply, and And exhaling, elongating that exhale, making it longer than your inhalation. Scan your body as you continue to breathe. Breathing extra light and love and healing and acceptance into any areas that feel tight or taut. And as you breathe, visualize yourself as an impartial observer, just noticing all those areas of your body that give you issues, but more importantly, drawing to mind a goal that you have, an area where you'd like to improve in your life, somewhere you'd like to grow. It might be something as simple as organizing your daily routine. It could be something as momentous as finishing a novel. And just have that impartial observer for a minute. Take a look at some of the thoughts you think. Ask yourself, as if you are a researcher, what's holding you back from the growth you want to make? Sometimes it's a legitimate outside boundary. If you have health issues, bad knees, and you're trying to run a marathon, obviously you're going to have more challenges than somebody who doesn't. Other times, though, we can create our own barriers with our thoughts. So pay attention. Do you have any thoughts like, if only I had, then I could? Pay attention to those if-onlys. Don't judge them. Don't beat yourself up or think negatively about these blockages, but observe them. How can you get around them? Is it your brain telling you you can't do it? Or do you have a legitimate barrier that you need to find a way around? Take some time. Sit with this for the next few minutes as you relax and focus on your healing and your breathing. Thank you so very much for practicing with Only in Sedona Yoga. The light in me sees and respects and honors the light in you. Please help us keep this program going by hitting like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell so you get notified about our new videos coming out every single week. And have a blessed rest of your day or night. Namaste.